matchup with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Rivers on 1st down. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st down, Los Angeles. Okay. 190. 54. Exit.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Set 180! 180!
First down, Rivers. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Step 180. Step 180. Here we go again. Get. White.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal.
Alpha!
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Gordon can't break through against this defensive line. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes. Routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mariota to throw it. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Derwin James, an All-Pro as a rookie last year. Up the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch it.
One.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
I got him. Check it. One.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second. When you've got a running back of this size, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Don't let him breathe. Play outside deep. Don't let him.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Desmond King picks it past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, LA.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Good completion there from Phillip Rivers, who has been really good against Tennessee in his career. This is the 9th time that he has faced the Titans as a starter, and so far he's 7-1 against them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Let the crowd go. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa able to record his... His 5th sack of the season. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too...
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota now. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mariota now from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Cochran, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
That's another Titans first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Mariota gives to Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota. His pass caught at the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 yards there and a first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing is Mariota. The quick slant caught. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Chargers 17, Titans 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. One. Watch twist.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more calls. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rivers now sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Right there. 54 Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Hey, Delta. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, 79.
To try again after the sack. Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
From the gun, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Blue 18. It's going to be a long day. One.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. Now Lewis here on first down. Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 38, Mariota. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Check 50, check 50. 3. 1.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Thomas Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Tighten down. There you go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Completes it to Benjamin. A gain of 6 there on first.
Benjamin. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Steve.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check. Keep it skinny.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays to keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Gordon. Room here to run. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 43 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier, now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but just say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. To throw, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Where are they, team? 3. Check 4.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis has the first down and then some. Dion Lewis, 20, 10, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Succop for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Next to score, Chargers 38, Titans 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line.
Bring it up.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drops. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. To throw is Mariota. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Chargers 38, Titans 20.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
Cut, 180. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check tight out. Check tight. Check tight.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.